Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Monday, April 10th. And after being gone last week, it was really fun to see everybody again. And I'm glad to be back to it and not coughing like crazy. So let's get started with drive. And the question came up with this DR and TR that if you touch your tongue multiple times on the top of your mouth, it will sound like dr, dr, instead of the American dr. And it does sound like kind of a J, like dr, and the TR, ch, because I'm holding it with a lot of pressure. My tongue tip is behind my top teeth. And instead of going tr, I'm holding it and dragging, making that noise. As I pull my tongue back and it touches the top of the mouth, I'm pushing with a lot of pressure, but my tongue is resisting the pressure. But air starts coming over my tongue until my tongue curls back enough to make the R that it's no longer touching. Drive. And I'll go down to 12, the same for the T, but it's voiceless, so you don't have the vibration, and it sounds more like a ch. So instead of try, it's try. And 13, with sound, dry. So try it both ways. If you have a dr noise, that means your tongue is touching very quickly, and it needs more pressure. So 3, drive. And 4, thrive. So remember the THR combination, your tongue starts, it doesn't have to be totally between your teeth, but very close to the back of your teeth, letting air flow through. And then pull your tongue down and back so that it doesn't touch the top of your mouth. Thrive, thrive. And train, train. If I let it touch multiple times, it would sound like train. And that wasn't really multiple. That was once. Because it's not easy for me to do. Train instead of train. 6, terrain, terrain. 7, drawer, drawer. Once I pull my tongue back for the first R, I hold it in that position for the second R. Drawer, drawer. That's it. Shrine, shrine. Committee. This one seems easy now compared to those vowels and consonant combinations. Committee. And that's different than 10. Comedy. Comedy. 11. Shrub. The vowel is so keep your tongue pulled back in your mouth a lot. Shrub. Try. Dry. And this, I'm really sorry because it's not an English name and it has 2 syllables. So even if it's not pronounced this way by that person, an American will have to give it stress somewhere. So we will choose on the first syllable, Vishal, or on the second syllable, Vishal. So I'm not an expert in this. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this very well, but now you know how somebody who isn't sure how to pronounce it as an American English speaker, those are my 2 choices, guesses. 15, suite. It could be sweet like a apartment or hotel suite, or sweet like candy. It's the same sound, sweet. And 16 is suit. Nice suit. Defer. This is I'll defer to your expertise. And if it's a noun, it's a deferment. And 18, differ. How do these differ? 19 can be spelled either way, but they sound exactly the same. Blue, blue. 20, you can say the T, but it's not as common. So most people don't have the T, and it sounds like often. And the vowel is ah, so open enough to make it ah. Often or often. 21. Squirrel. This is such a weird word. And um, squirrel. This is the RL combination that you keep your voice going from your R position to the L position. Squirrel. It's the roll that gets very difficult sometimes. Squirrel. And if it was plural, the S sounds like a Z. Squirrels. 22. If it's a town in Massachusetts, then I'm not familiar with how to pronounce it Massachusetts style. So my guesses are: one, I know that if the word mouth is in the name of a town, you never pronounce it mouth, it's muth. But the FAL, I don't know, is it Falmouth or Falmouth? I don't know. Um, I'll have to watch the news and see if it comes up tonight. Vehicle, vehicle. Or the question came up, do you have to have a good H in the middle? No, you don't. It can be vehicle, via, vehicle. Herb, the thing you eat, there's no H. Just start with the E, herb. And you don't have to say the B, herb. And if it's a man's name, then you do say the H, herb, herb. Intricate, intricate. Hemispheres. This has an S and then an F. So the important thing is to keep your air flowing from hemispheres. Don't stop the airflow. Hemispheres. Strategizing, strategizing. Watering, watering. Value, value. Million, million. And now, no L, I mean, no Y. Vanilla, vanilla. Exchange, exchange. Jubilee, jubilee. We found out roastery isn't really a thing. I'll make this also. Um, it follows the rules of English and you can pronounce it, so why not? Roastery or roastery. But the name of a place that roasts meat would be rotisserie, rotisserie. Hurried, hurried. Rotary, rotary. Ethiopia, Ethiopia. And the adjective, Ethiopian, Ethiopian. Jugs, that looks like an S but sounds like a Z. Jugs. And then royal, loyal, loyalty, royalty. So royal. Think of oil as two parts. The oi, your tongue goes very high, oi, and then yul. So you go from a Y position to an L. And 40, you start with your tongue in the R position. Royal. It's a lot of movement. It's really back, front, up, down. Royal. And 41, start with your tongue touching the top of your mouth in the L position. Loyal, loyalty, royalty. School. I could almost put two syllables like school because you do make your lips round, school, and then you have to make your lips not round for the L, school. But I, I think just the oo sound is good enough to say school, school. 45, people. And we talked about the PUL. Forget about any vowel sound. When you say pull, and it can be spelled PUL, like pull open the door, or PLE at the end of a word, like people, apple, principal, then put your tongue in the L position and just make noise. Pull. So you make a better L with your lips back, and in the word people, you don't have to round your lips at all. People. 46 can be three syllables, theorize, or two syllables, theorize. structured. And the ch can get more relaxed into a sh. So you can say structured or structured, either way. Principle, principle. And this CH is a SH sound. Chicago, Chicago. Pressure with a sh, pressure. And 51, pleasure. Make your L before your P. Pleasure. That's it. You know what? My tongue is tired. This is the first time I've done the pronunciation for a while. And um, if your tongue is tired after doing all these practices and especially reading all the words in a row, that's good. It means you're using muscles in a different way. Or in my case, muscles I haven't really used intensely for a week and getting back into the habit of things again. So I hope to see you again and thank you for coming.